Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you. Please enjoy.
Oh my God. It's so early. It is so early. I woke up to DANI and Dababy fighting. And then the baby's baby mother, she jumps in. So, you know what? I didn't even introduce myself. Hello, hi, my name is Bianca, but most people know me as Miss J, and welcome to Wisdom and Light. We do celebrity readings like this one, monthly horoscopes, and whatever that's going on in the cosmos. Currently, I am going down my list and completing the readings that have been highly requested by all of you before we get back into the astro readings and the pick a card readings, because I really want to jump into that, but I'm getting everybody out the way to honor the audience that do love these celebrity readings. And then we will get back into the pick a card readings and the monthly horoscope astro readings to honor the audience that love that. So thank you to the audience that's being very patient with me right now. But we're getting down to the list, but yes, this reading was highly requested. We're going to be pulling on these two, and I'm even considering doing a reading for Astro World and the energy surrounding it, because the last reading for Travis and Kylie, it was more so about those two, but a lot of you have been asking me, can you please do a reading on the energy surrounding the concert and the venue itself? And if you guys want to see that, please let me know. And thank you to everyone that was very understanding and supportive, and you know, it is what it is. But anyways, getting back to DANI and Dababy, I woke up to this. Like after I meditated, I said, okay, let me check the news. And that was the first thing that I saw. Everybody was tagging me in it because the predictions that I said for DANI and Dababy came true. So I will link those readings down below so you guys can know about the predictions that I said prior to this reading that we're doing right now. And I wanted to say this coming from the standpoint of a woman. I'm not here to badmouth DANI and just sympathize with her. Some of you don't have to sympathize with DANI, but I genuinely, honestly do feel sorry for her in a sense of, I don't wish that on any woman. Okay? I know karma exists. I know, I get, well, how you get them is how you lose them. I understand that, but I'm still empathic and I can sympathize with her and say, you know what, you didn't deserve that. Because everything else that happened in between, man, but that form of humiliation and embarrassment from a man that's supposed to protect you and you just had a newborn baby, I don't wish that on any woman, and my heart goes out to women that are dealing with toxic baby fathers or toxic parents, toxic family members. It's not a kiki, it's not a happy moment, it's not something that I'm relishing in. When I saw it, I wasn't saying ha 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 ha. I genuinely felt bad for DANI. Maybe some of you don't, but I genuinely felt bad for her. And this reading is just to see what is to come. And I hope that right now she's surrounding herself with friends and family, because that's what's important. So I want to look into her point of view. I don't even know exactly what they were fighting about, but I guess he was trying to kick her out. And she was saying, you're just trying to kick me out because you want to cheat or do whatever and blah, 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 blah. So I'm sure you guys know what happened. If you don't, DANI and Dababy are fighting and it's all over social media. And if you don't even know these people and you're just here because you love the vibes, thank you. But Page of Pentacles. Excuse the nature and the dogs barking. It's the neighbor's dogs that's barking right now. Page of Pentacles. So DANI was trying to make the best out of a crazy situation. And I do actually feel that DANI and Dababy were actually together or working towards being together. So I'm not feeling that he was exclusive with his baby mother. But I'm not feeling that him and his baby mother stopped dealing with each other. But he has been trying to make it solid with DANI. So they've been trying for the sake of their child. Okay, Four of Pentacles, Six of Swords. So this is DANI's point of view. Then we're going to get into the baby's point of view. Then we're going to get into the baby mother's point of view, since she threw herself in here. I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck she threw herself in here, but she did. So whatever. We're just going to pull on her last. Let's see. This is Dani's point of view. Back of the deck. So she's heartbroken by this. Again, I'm not laughing at this. I'm not relishing in this. At least this part, because I'm going to say that Dani in this spread, she was doing the best that she could to listen to him. I feel that she was honoring his wishes. He didn't want everybody in their business via social media. He said, if you work with me, I'll work with you. If you stand by me, I'll stand by you. And Dani feels hurt by this because she feels that I was there for you when you were humiliated and you embarrassed yourself a couple months back. I stood by you. I held you down because you went through a lot and I was there and I gave you words of encouragement. So now, fast forward, I'm catching vibes that you're trying to sneak out, or I'm catching vibes that you're trying to live your life and do you. And because I'm not following what you want, or I'm not feeding into it, or I'm not buying into it, now you're trying to kick me out. Now you're calling the cops to make it seem like I'm doing something to you. You're doing all of this to make yourself look like the victim. So Dani feels that he escalated everything so he wouldn't look bad in front of us. That's how she feels. And that's what's hurting her, because it's like, you really have no problem dressing me up to be the villain in order to save your image, in order to save yourself, in order to look a certain way in front of your fans. And I can't argue that. I can't argue that because I see it. In her cards, the energy, I see it. It's like, you're going to look out for yourself. And you know what? I'm a Capricorn, but I'm going to say this about Capricorn that are not in tune with their emotions. I'm a Capricorn, but I can always call us out, or call any sign out for that matter. Capricorns care about their image, and they care about how they're presenting themselves when money's on the table. So if you meet a Capricorn that isn't spiritual or evolved or a decent human being, you're going to meet the worst aspects of Capricorn. And that's, I will throw you under the bus if it means that I am going to make my money. Period. You're not about to ruin this bag for me. I'm talking about the unevolved Capricorns that are not spiritual and that only think and do for themselves. Okay? I gotta call it out. And he's exuding those traits that she's dealing with. Okay. And I'm a Capricorn. Right? But not all Capricorns are the same, but these are some of the traits that people have discussed if they've experienced the worst of Capricorn. Just like Gemini, people say the worst of Gemini is their two-faced. So people that have experienced the worst of Gemini, they're going to say they're two-faced. Every sign has something, and somebody can say, oh, this sign did this to me. And then there's people that can agree upon that because it is an energy. And some people exude it more than the other. He is exuding the negative character traits of a Capricorn in the worst way, and he needs to check that, because there was no need to do all of that to look a certain way when you already did a lot of bullshit where we already saw you in a certain way. So this was unnecessary. I wish that this fight just happened amongst themselves. You're putting her on live, you're doing all of this stuff so you look like the victim. That's manipulative. Okay? I don't like that. And that's her energy in the reading. And even if he was right, even if he had something to stand on, you don't put your problems on social media, on live, with your newborn baby, your welcoming spirits and other people in your bedroom so you could look like you're the victim. You're calling the cops. That's not protecting her. That's you protecting yourself and looking out for yourself. Because y'all could have beefed and had this argument and we wouldn't have to be involved. Y'all involved us in the middle of the night while we were sleeping, getting ready to go to work the next day. So I don't even want to hear, oh, get out of our business. Nah, you involved us here. You brought us here. So now everybody has a right to have an opinion because you brought thousands of people in your bedroom to say what they got to say. I woke up to this. We woke up to this. We didn't ask for this. Just like we didn't ask for Will Smith and Jada to be exploiting their relationship. We didn't ask for none of this shit. So we're going to talk about it because you're bringing it to us. Okay. So I'm not here for this. I'm not here for the woe is me, I'm the victim. You're not the victim. You did not have to put this on live for all of us to see. And to embarrass yourself and embarrass her. Your kid is going to see this one day. So Danny's going to be walking away. I don't like that. I don't like when people do crazy stuff. They try to get attention or they're trying to prove a point, and then when people speak on it, oh, you're in our business. You invited us here. I didn't ask to be here. Anyways, so let me get back into Danny is going to also ask for child support. And I'm hearing her mother or a woman that raised her is telling her, you should have been did this. I don't know why you tried to compromise with him. She's going to put him on child support, but all of this is hurting her deep. And her friends need to check up on her. I do feel like even when she was pregnant, you know, I'm going to say it, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Postpartum is a real thing. And I don't feel that she had support throughout her pregnancy. And she was hoping that she would get support right now. So all of this is triggering her postpartum depression. And I find that when a woman does not have support from the beginning of her pregnancy, she experiences these waves towards her taking care of the baby. And I do feel like she's doing her absolute best to be the best that she can for her baby. So her friends and her family need to be very hands-on with her. And they need to just, if she wants to take a nap, let her take a nap. If she wants to cry, let her cry. And let her mom or someone that she trusts just watch over the baby for a little bit, so she can balance out her emotions, because having a strong support system can really help alleviate those symptoms and those vibes, because it's a real thing. Now, I can't speak on something that I've never experienced, but she needs support. She needs support because if you see it, the Tower card is reversed. And normally if it was right side up, it means that chaos is coming, even though that is the energy here, because she's going to take legal action in the sense of, we don't have to do this anymore. I tried to compromise with you. You can pay child support. I'll be the bad guy. I raise my baby. I stay over here, and we just have it like that. But that doesn't mean that she wants to do it. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to be this person, but you don't really have a choice. And she's dealing with this, so she needs a strong support system. The Five of Cups speaks about depression and sadness, and she needs a strong support group. So I want to move towards Danny's energy. She's going to handle it. She's going to be strong. This was a lesson learned, and I hope she learned her lesson with all of this. And I hope the lesson resonates so much that she doesn't repeat it. Now, I want to see the baby's point of view. I'm very disappointed in him because Show me the baby's energy. What is going to happen towards the baby within the following months? Ace of Swords. 8 of Wands. 10 of Wands. 9 of Wands reversed. The 5 of Swords that fell on the floor. The 5 of Swords. Show me the baby's energy. Oh, don't try to do that. Don't do all of that. No. 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 Normally, I'm neutral in readings like this, but I really do my best to be neutral. But for this reading, I'm not going to be neutral. No. Because I'm hearing his energy and I'm saying no, 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 no. This is what I'm saying no about. So right now, he feels like he had to do what he had to do to defend himself and protect himself. Okay? Protect himself meaning you're not about to have me look crazy and pull a narrative that isn't true. So I'm going to blast you because you're yelling at me and you're coming at me. They were arguing. I do feel like they were arguing and she was calling him out on the things that he was doing. So because he didn't like that, it's like, okay, I'm going to air you out because you're not about to get the best of me. You're not about to take advantage of me. So the baby feels like, nah, there were times that you did stuff and I let it slide. So I'm about to give you the energy that you want. Okay, but while she's feeding your baby in the middle of the night, come on. Come on. You gotta protect. Come on. Come on. So they're going to be fighting. He feels like he's been doing everything he could to carry this and to be the best that he feels like I've been trying, but you've left me no choice. That's his energy. So he felt like this was the straw that broke the camel's back. I did what had to be done. You're not about to have me looking out here crazy. I have to restore and make my money and protect what I got going on. I'll be a good father to my baby. I will make sure that my kids are good. But you're not about to embarrass me and you're not about to have me look crazy. That's what his energy is screaming. But then the Six of Cups, why I was saying no, 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 it's like when they break up, now he wants to reconcile. And that's playing and toying with her emotions. No. So I'm going to just say this. Let me remove me out of the way and just be the spiritualist now. He needs to be in a corner and calm down. She needs to be in the corner and calm down. They both need to stay away from each other for right now and just communicate with each other over the phone about the well-being of the child. When both of them have calmed down, they can meet in the middle and speak about co-parenting. If they continue to stay on this energy where they're both heightened and angry, he's going to make it worse and she's going to take this to the courts. She's taking this to the courts regardless, but how this will happen in court will depend on how he moves and what he says and how he portrays himself on social media and how he makes her look in front of everybody. So he has to play this right. He can't avoid her putting papers on him and saying, you're going to pay child support. He can't avoid that. But what he can avoid is how ugly this can look. They can all come to an understanding. They can come to an understanding. But that all depends on how everybody moves here. So I feel they need to calm down. Do not put anything else on social media. But I keep picking up that somebody... DANI needs to stay off of social media. Don't go live. Don't talk about it. You've said enough. Okay? You've said enough. The baby is going to throw some subliminal shots. Ignore him. So now, let me get into the baby mother. I'm not really sure why she involved herself. I guess she threw a subliminal and DANI popped off, and I guess the baby mom. Why? Okay. And apparently she's pregnant now. This is giving me very Tara and Amina vibes, but at least they get along now. She's pregnant now. Is she pregnant with the baby's baby? Because I heard that she's pregnant. Is she pregnant? The 3... Well, she is pregnant. Is it the babies? This is a hot mess. I heard the word unsure. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm picking up on. I heard the word unsure, and these cards look unsure. She feels like it is, but these cards feel unsure. There's another man in her life, in the baby mother's life. She actually should be with him and consider him, honestly. Or there's somebody coming towards her. She should be with him and consider him and leave the baby alone. But I heard the word unsure, and I'm sticking to that. So there's a 70% chance the baby is for the baby. But it's not clear or sure because she's not sure 100%. There's someone that's in love with her that she should actually be with. That's the person she needs to be with to get away from the baby and his drama. She needs to be with him and not involve herself or get herself involved in this. Okay. She's defending herself on social media. So what does she need to do going forward? The Justice card, the Magician. She needs to focus on her career life and building for herself and doing the things that she said that she wants to do. She needs to take care of herself and her well-being and not involve herself in stuff that doesn't really serve her. 5 of Swords. But it is going to be back and forth because this is not going to be the first time that we hear about this. 9 of Wands. And next card, the Page of Swords. So even though her angels are saying she needs to focus on herself, this situation seems like it's going to get worse. So even though I'm saying that they should just be quiet and be still and deal with it, they're not. It's going to get bigger and it's going to spiral and it's going to do a whole bunch of other stuff. And then she moves forward. She moves past it. 6 of Swords. She needs to not... So her ancestors are saying there's no need for her to be in this, actually. Her money's going to be improving. That's the good news. But it's like, take yourself out of this. It's not worth it for you to be here. It's not worth it. You don't even have to defend yourself. You know your character. You know who you are as a person. We don't know you, but you know you. So she needs to just focus on what she's got going for herself. And there's a person coming towards her, or there is a person that's interested in her. She should develop and be happy in that because she will have a lot of happiness in that. She needs to let him go. Yeah, there's somebody better. There's somebody better for her. Much better for her. And I feel like she will be with this person in 2022. So she doesn't have to be in this. And everybody can just heal. Anyways, that's the reading. That's what I'm seeing. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you do. I appreciate it. Please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your input. How do you guys feel about everything? And yeah, we're just gonna keep them in prayer, and hopefully they all learn from this and they grow from this and they choose peace. I hope they choose peace, but the cards are not saying that, but I hope energetically they change their minds and choose peace. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.